if you're unfamiliar with what a squeeze play is in baseball, there's a runner on third, and that runner is just going to try to steal home, essentially. But it's up to the batter to try to lay down a bunt or to hit the ball so that, one, the runner is protected, and two, the runner can make it home, because stealing home is tough, especially if the pitcher is going into a stretch. In high school, we were playing in Sparta, and I came to bat with Pat Sauer. I've mentioned him on here before. But Pat Sauer had exceptional speed, and he was on third base. I come to the plate, I look down for the sign, I get the squeeze play sign. It was called a squeeze bunt. Some people call it a suicide squeeze. So, sweet, because the pressure's on. I love this. So the pitcher goes into his windup, and I make the mistake of squaring up too soon. Right, so that I kind of say, I'm signaling to everybody I'm going to bunt. This is a squeeze play, and Patrick is coming down the third baseline, and there's a voice, a male adult voice, sounds like, from the Sparta bench that says, "Hit him." Pitcher throws the ball right at my head. Really? You couldn't throw it at my legs or at my butt or midsection. You could throw it at my head? What are you, Bob Gibson? So he throws it at my head. Well, I got to lay down this bunt. Patrick is right here. He's stealing. He's coming down the baseline. He's stealing home. So I bunt the ball, and the ball goes off this knuckle. But it's a perfect bunt. It goes right. It just dribbles down the third baseline perfectly. Patrick scores, and I make it to first base. And then I get the sign to steal second. I'm like, I'm dying here. So I got two issues here. One, my knuckle is 3 times the size it normally is. It's just totally swollen up in just a second. And two, I'm looking over at the bench. Who over there would tell him to throw it at me? I'm looking at the pitcher thinking, and why would you listen to him? It's baseball. You should throw a baseball at another human being as hard as you can at his head in a game. Now, what does this have to do with our personal brand? Well, it has everything to do with our personal brand. What does that say about who you are? About humanity. It's a baseball game. What? You can see it still affects me. No, it's just a story that I tell, but I do remind people with it that that's something I would never do. One, I'd never make that call to a kid to throw a ball at another kid. And two, even if I got that call myself and I was on the mound, I wouldn't have done that. Your personal brand has everything to do also spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and then with the community around you. How do you want to impact people? How do you want to be perceived by people? Love, wisdom, compassion. Oh, it's all so good, but you can't do it if you're trying to hurt other people in the name of a baseball game. We've got to think more clearly about the direction we're headed in.